back with another episode of the Top 5. I'm in a different seat this time. You know what I'm saying? So let me make sure I do everything right and bless it the way it's normally done by Ty himself. So today's guest, I'm going to have her introduce herself, but I'm going to try to give her the intro, right? From New York by way of Jamaica. Came in the Navy in 2020, not 20, but 1991. Retired in 2015. Made chief in 2011. All right, some of the places she served has Emory S. Land, Shenandoah, Truman, Enterprise, retired off the Truxton. Been retired for 9 years now. Avid sneakerhead, brand label, everything. No further ado, Miss Humphries. Teresa Humphries, welcome. So we want you to give us your top 5. Any order doesn't matter. How you rank them, stack them, rank them and stack them. The favorite officer, and then I'm gonna think of some other questions to ask you.
All right, here we go. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Thank you for having me. Top 5. Whew, we're talking about 20-something years ago.
Right.
All right, so when the machinist mates didn't want me, right, the supply folks took me in. So my very top chief will be Chief Littlejohn. So I got Chief Littlejohn. Then I have, of course, the Ellises coming through. Mass Chief Scott, Gina Scott, Mass Chief Ebron, Mary Ames.
So that's
4. I got
that's
one more.
4. You got any stories about each one of them or why they stand
y'all don't
out?
want to hear my Gina story. But no, so Chief Littlejohn. So everybody, of course, have their own little spot. It's something that they did that, of course, inspired me to be the chief that I was. I was big on pulling examples from different people. And from each of them, I took a little piece of everything, right? So we got Chief Littlejohn. Like I said, the machinist mates didn't want me, kicked me down to supply, even though I was coming in with a fresh ACNR, NEC. They was like, okay, whatever.
So
supply.
You came in the Navy
as a machinist mate.
As a machinist mate, and they got, because
Right.
engineering, they be blowing their bodies. So
Man,
I can't believe they got rid
of
you and took you to
Man, the
supply.
only time I went down to the pit was to get my pen. And other than that, I normally ended up in the repair department, which was cool, the valve shop. Then I did DCPO stuff. So that worked out for me. So then I got to the Emory Land after leaving the school, and it was like, well, they already had their person in place. So that's a chance they were taking, right? Here's this inexperienced girl kind of coming from school, and here's my person that been doing what she's been doing. So they needed a body and supply. Best thing ever. So they sent me down to supply, and Chief Littlejohn like pretty much took me under his wings. He didn't treat me like, oh, here's a machinist mate. He taught me everything I needed to know. We had a great class of people, a great group of people that made sure training was good. I got down there, sell at a quarter. I'm like, oh, shoot, that's what I'm talking about. The accolades are coming, right? And they did everything in their power to get me cross-trained from a machinist mate to a SK.
Wow.
And that was like the new start to my career, that new push to my career, and I've loved it ever since.
Nice.
Right? And Gina, great mentor. She'll going to tell you how it is. Nothing personal, just business. Either way, you're either going to love her or leave her alone, right? Same way with Marvin. And Mary Ames. So Mary, 2011 after making chief, and my chief story is like, I was literally 19 years, 11 months about to go on terminal leave when I made chief.
Oh, okay.
So it hit different for me. When I tell you it hit different for me, it hit different for me. People that's retired be like, oh, you chiefing, huh? And it is. I'm sorry, y'all. I just love it, right? So Mary Ames, 2011, I went to my first DDG. So to me, going to a DDG as a chief in supply, to me, is a little of a disadvantage. If you're on a DDG as a seaman coming up, you got it made. Because you go from like a carrier, have so many different divisions, so many different storms, whatever, right? But on the DDG, everything is in one space for supply.
Okay.
Everything is there, especially for the SKs. Everything is in this one little compartment, right? So if you're from the ground coming up and you're on the DDG, that's a blessing because you have now, you've done work every aspect of supply as far as storekeeping goes from that one little space. So one thing, Mary, she called one day, she was looking for somebody, and the guy introduced me as his relief. She got on the phone, never met her. First time talking to her, she said, trust but verify. That was 2011. To this day, I use that principle. I tell civilians that principle because I have people that pretty much assigned a task, but don't trust other people to do it. Well, you're stressing yourself out. Trust them to do it, but you verify that
But
they
they
did
did
it
it.
right,
Yeah.
right? So to be able to still use that piece of advice to this day in a whole different setting, to me is dope.
Gotcha.
So that's why they rank how they rank in my life.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your five.
Right.
All right. Nice
Ish.
five.
All
Nice solid
right.
five. So what about Officer Rev?
Warrant Officer Reddick, Linda Reddick. So I
Okay.
met Linda Reddick in boot camp. She was an AZ1 at the time.
Boot camp?
In boot camp.
Okay.
She
Y'all
was
went
an
to boot camp
AZ1.
together?
No, she was my RDC. But
I
she
had
was
to
an
make
AZ1.
sure we.
Right. Let's get right. Yeah. How'd she get up there? How was you still out there? Right, that part. But no, so she was an AZ1 at the time when I met her in boot camp. I was like, this lady mean as all outdoors. So fast forward, I graduated boot camp. Couple commands later, I'm in the hangar bay on the Truman, and I'm like, I know that voice.
Oh man.
Right.
Still,
So I'm like,
still chills in you.
I know that voice. So I'm walking down the hangar bay, like, so I turned around, and sure enough, she was right there in the hangar bay.
Wow.
And I'm like, get out of here. So that was one command. Then I went to VAW 123,
Okay.
RMO, Miss Reddick. So I'm like, then she had nerve to ask me, why am I following her? Oh, ma'am, I was here before you. What do you mean? But one thing she always told me, she always challenged me to take challenging billets. She's like, what are you doing at this spot? You need to go here. If you're trying to get to the next level, go here. And she's one of them people, like, nothing personal, just business. She's going to tell you how it is. And 2 minutes later, we talking like nothing ever happened. And I respect people like that because they don't hold your mistakes or hold stuff over you, right? Take care of business and keep it moving. And she's always been a straight shooter, always, to this day.
Gotcha.
So she is very well respected.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got your list. We got your officers.
All right, thank you.
And before we let you out of here
man.
again, you know, avid sneakerhead, so I'm finna put you on the spot. I see you got the satin ones on right now.
Oh,
you
check
know,
my
to
reveal
complement
socks,
the
y'all.
outfit and
Oh,
everything.
that's
I see how you
cute.
moving. So, okay. Give me your top 5 Jordans, you know. I mean, I got the Gratitudes, you got the Satins, we got the purple 3s over there. So, you know, we want to rank your top 5, you know. Because I know what mine's is, but we want to know what yours is. It's Jordans only.
Jordans only.
But you know what? We could put Air Maxes in there,
Oh,
you know.
man.
'Cause that's a whole nother
Yeah.
level right there.
I love the 95s, Air Max 95s.
Okay.
Those are my comfortable. Oh my God, comfortable.
Just
Oh my
the
God.
way you said it, like you
Comfortable,
was there.
right?
in your
I
head.
meant that. See, I did it first before the Jordans, right? Because as you get older, these ones,
It's about comfort.
right? These ones hit different when you get older, right?
Right.
Getting out them boots all these years. So my top, let me see, 11s. I like the 11s.
Okay.
11s, ones of course. 6s.
Okay.
Fives. I have a nice collection of 5s.
6 and the 5s, baby.
Yeah.
Go back.
And 12s.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
solid. That's a
Yeah.
solid list.
Yeah.
You know.
That's majority of my closet. If you see my closet, it look like I got a shoe store.
Right.
I'm going to rehab though, guys. I'm going to get help.
Right. So we say. So,
Every time,
So
every
we
time.
say. I'm not buying anymore. Oh man, I didn't know they was dropping.
Man.
And here we go again.
Man, I got them wet cements the other day too. Not part of rehab, of course, but that's before
That's
rehab.
the 4s. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just
Okay.
like
we
the
gonna
gray.
see.
Like the gray.
All right. Well.
What are yours while we here?
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So
let's talk about that.
I'm a Air Max guy, you know. Jordans is everyone is all over those. So I kind of like years ago I kind of switched over to the Air Maxes, right? So I'm gonna kind of do both, like 95s. Definitely love 95s. Top 5 of everything is the neon green 95s, right? So we got to go there first. Then the 3s. Anybody walk past me with some 3s on,
Get your
you call my
attention.
eye, right? You know, growing up as a kid, I want to say those maybe was like the first pair of Jordans I ever had was the 3s. You know, so they hold a special place, and I
Gotcha.
like all original colorways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They man. All right, so 95s, the 3s, 4s. I remember the first time I seen the black 4s.
It's the way he said it for me. Convincing, very convincing.
True story. True story. Right? So we got to go with the 4s. Air Max 97s. You know what I'm saying? Really love those. And it's kind of like a tie between Air Max 97s and the Air Max 1s.
Okay.
You know, Air Max 1s. When they came back with the big bubble, I was just like, okay. So if you look in my closet, you're going to see a lot of Air Max 1s, 97s, 3s, 4s. And then Yeah, that's going to be the move for me.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
and
nice.
95s,
Yeah.
Air Max 95s too.
Yeah.
I'm not a sneakerhead. I just like.
Well, you looking good over there,
Right,
sis.
right.
You
You
looking
got
good.
it. That's what
I
you did here.
definitely. My closet is full of heels.
Got you. Okay.
So my closet is
okay.
full of heels. I do have some sneakers though, but the threes are also my favorite because of
Nice.
when I was young. So the threes came out when I was in high school, and you know I always wanted the threes, and purple is my favorite color. But I do like the I like the black and red. I mean the red, the ones that are the red, like the white and red. But I don't know
fire
anything
red.
about sneakers. I got a couple pair of dunks. You know, I got some dunks, but you know, as you get older, like you said, them shoes are not comfortable. They're just cute.
Yeah.
Right.
I got some Air Maxes. I got I don't even know what they are, but they're pretty. They're like
Pretty.
they're like orange and
Yeah, I
purple.
love the colors. I love
Yeah,
colors.
they're like really pretty, and they got like the bubble bottoms.
Okay. I was trying to
but
think which ones it could
I don't
possibly
know.
be.
They're like
got
orange
so
and
many
purple.
out
Them
there.
things are so pretty. I mean, I do buy sneakers, and I have a tendency to more buy the sneakers that the kids like, just because
School
you know they're
teacher.
kids.
and
They love
everything.
this. They love the sneakers, and you know because they wear a uniform. You know their sneakers are their thing.
They be like, my teacher here. My teacher
Yeah,
is
but
it.
the dunks. The first time I want to say my daughter, and my daughter is a big sneakerhead, so she keeps me.
Keeps
Like
you
she got a pair of threes before me. Like I remember, and I had to find them because she wanted. They were like a khaki,
Okay.
like a khaki brown threes. I had to get them from Stock Exchange because they didn't have them anywhere. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Ooh,
They
we
were
know."
expensive too. You know
Listen,
how that
if you know,
goes.
you know.
If
If you
you
know,
know.
you know.
Yes, I had to get them from Stock Exchange. I remember I had to I had it, and she's got these little bitty feet. That's the only thing that makes it good is that. But she wears a 7.5 in girls, so she can fit into a 6 in boys. So I get
Stay
a
under
little bit
that.
of a break.
Stay
I get a
under that.
little bit of
Yes,
a break, but
sir.
not
That's
that
where I'm
much
at.
because she always wants a sneaker that I gotta go to like Stock Exchange. Like I can't just go online and buy it. I gotta get it from there. So, but she's really into them. She brings me back. But she's the first one that had the dunks, and then my husband got some, and I was like, I really like those, but they're not comfortable.
Gotcha.
They are not comfortable, but they are cute.
Yeah.
All right. So we all know what our sneaker fetishes is, and we got your top 5. So again, we appreciate you.
Thank
And
you.
the gear again. Tell them where they can find the gear at.
You can reach out. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on IG. Also, head over to our website at www.reveal-llc.com.
Gotcha. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of At Ease Podcast Top 5. We out. Peace.